Welcome to Snowmobile Sessions Live on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms. It's the #1 destination to learn about snowmobiling, network with other sledders, and have an awesome time doing it. We'll meet other snowmobilers that share your passion and show your fan photos along the way. Snowmobile Sessions Live. Enjoy the ride.
This episode of Snowmobile Sessions Live is brought to you by Energy POWERSPORTS. They're Oakville's full-line BRP dealer with sales and service to all BRP models and so much more. Energy POWERSPORTS always has the fun in store with a wide selection of clothing, parts, and accessories for all your powersports passions. Make Energy POWERSPORTS your source for Can-Am off-road, ATV, and side-by-sides. Can-Am on-road Ryker and Spyder, including the sporty F3S. Sea-Doo watercraft and Switch pontoon boats. And Alumacraft fishing boats powered by Mercury Marine. Put yourself on a Manitou pontoon or a Widescape stand-up snowmobile. Energy POWERSPORTS is the home for Lynx and Ski-Doo snowmobiles for the entire family. Do you feel the energy? Energy POWERSPORTS, 879 Cranberry Court, Oakville, Ontario, or online, energypowersports.ca.
Gracias.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Tonight we're with Ride, well, Life brand, but Ride Clothing Company, and we have Robert Jara on the line tonight. How you doing tonight, Robert?
I'm doing fantastic. Nice to see you again, Gary.
Yeah, for sure. We met at the at Heydays and had a lot of fun in your booth there, and you even set me up with this
couple of those, not just a. Someone didn't. Bring their
mine. I keep at the cottage. It's boat wear.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Thank you for representing. You guys were awesome. It was honestly fantastic meeting you. Great conversations. Always great conversations at Heydays with people. So, I don't think there's a better place to network snowmobiling and power sports people than 3 days of 80-degree weather trying on snowmobile apparel. So,
yeah, we lucked out with weather this year for sure.
Yeah,
I can imagine what that place must be a mess in the rain. But I got to talk to you about your spinning wheel of prizes. If you watch my Heydays video, I busted your gal because it's definitely a weighted wheel that lands on stickers every time.
I don't think it's actually meant to be a weighted wheel. I think because I would have people who would spin the wheel so hard it would break the plastic tabs. So I had to replace them with like 1/4-inch screws. And I think it would accidentally weight the wheel. So we weren't trying to do that. But I think unfortunately at the event, we kept breaking so many of the tabs that would click that we had to put screws in place of that. And they would shift the wheel one way or the other. So I'm sorry to everybody who ended up with a sticker. Come back next year and we'll make sure that the wheel is fair and square. So
no, they were really good with letting you pick whatever you landed on. Because the one guy, he landed on he was spinning, everybody was hitting sticker, and then he ends up hitting beer koozie or something. And he goes, I wanted a sticker. And then she just clicks the wheel to sticker.
Yeah. I had a couple young ladies working my spin to win, and I think they were just giving away the house. So whatever people landed on, they're like, if you need a flannel, take a flannel. They were doing whatever they wanted at that point.
Right. It was fun.
The engagement was fun, and it's great to have people come in the booth and just enjoying themselves, getting some swag, and just having a great weekend. So
yeah, for sure. So before we get into the show, though, I'm going to run a news article today, and Denon Oosterman just posted this on social media, so I'm kind of ripping off his story here. And but this is it here.
I don't even know what this is. I've been busy for the past couple hours. I don't even know what's going on here.
Just wait a minute.
Hot off the press.
Yeah.
Literally.
So this is really good news. No, you can just leave it like that. The District of Muskoka has unanimously approved an agreement with the OFSC to allow snowmobile trails on district-owned land. The decision ensures local clubs can groom, maintain, and operate the trails, which are vital for winter recreation and tourism in the region.
I have to go turn off the welders and stop building Killdozer. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, you said you were going to build Killdozer if they didn't. District Councilor Peter Kelly emphasized the importance of balancing community needs with managing liabilities, while District Chair Jeff Lehman, he highlighted the essential role of snowmobiling plays in supporting local winter economy, including hotels, motels, and restaurants. This resolution comes just in time as a fresh snowfall made trails a hot topic in the area.
It's almost like killing your revenue stream and all your businesses for 8 months of the year is a really terrible idea.
Yeah. No, it's this is really exciting news.
And for those who aren't from Ride Muskoka area, you don't even know what this means, but this is huge for us because it's been, we're right in the middle of that, and that's our stomping grounds, and it's been a pretty scary situation we've been in thinking about it.
Yeah, and guess who the news is brought to you by?
Oh man,
our friends at Qualipieces.
Tired of dealing with worn out carbines and scratchers that just won't scratch your itch? You deserve better. It's time to upgrade your ride with Qualipieces. Qualipieces is the leader in specialized snowmobile accessories, bringing you innovative products that solve the everyday problems we all face on the trails. From their durable, long-lasting carbines, Trailblazer ice scratchers, to their ingenious roller ski, Qualipieces has redefined quality and performance. Have a taste of their specialized carbines at qualipieces.com and take your snowmobile to the next level.
Yeah, so that's pretty exciting news. That Drew just found out about that because he was out today and working, and so that was a surprise for him. What did you ask me off air there?
I said, I wonder how long it's going to take for them to actually appear on our OFSC map.
Oh yeah, and I said it'll take some time to sign still, right? Like that was just approved at council. So the
and I heard Mike put about Barrie. I heard an update for Barrie last week on social media, and it's nothing to do with like the town of Barrie. They're like waiting on just a couple landowners, so like 99%, but because they can't show all, if they have one broken trail, they can't show any under this new agreement. So just sit tight. I'm sure they're figuring it out.
Oh yeah, for sure. You guys run into problems like that down where you are, Robert?
I mean, to be honest, not too often. I mean, obviously we have private landowners that allow their land to be used for riding. I mean, I'm based about 20 miles north of the Twin Cities. I mean, very close to Forest Lake area of Minnesota. And we have a very, very excellent trail structure through here. Obviously, many of the people around here through farmland, et cetera, allow their land to be used. So, and again, you have that one person who likes to try to ruin it for people and run the places they're not supposed to. And, you have certain issues with certain people. But again, for down here, we have a wonderful structure as far as trails are concerned. And landowners are more than happy to allow it as long as everybody abides by the rules that they do and respect the land that they're on. So,
yeah, oh, for sure. Greg Kelly says, hello, hard to break away from watching the news out of Ottawa. That's not news. I just gave the news. Most important news is on here. So anyway, let's talk a bit about Ride Brand. That's why you're here.
What's going on? What's going on in Ottawa, Craig? What are we missing in Ottawa tonight?
Oh, is it Leyland?
The finance minister.
The finance minister stepped down, and then she's going to take on Trudeau on run head to head against him in the next, or she wants to become the next liberal leader.
Oh, wow. There's
the run for prime minister. Yeah. Which that'll be easy.
Yeah. So who knows? But,
well, down here, they're talking about Canada being the 51st state. So I don't know all the truth of what goes on. So.
Yeah. Well, I know
our Ontario leaders pissing off Donald Trump right now. So that's something that we got to work out still.
Yeah.
That was the news this morning. We can stop talking politics.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, for sure.
Politics.
Banging the head against the brick wall.
Of course.
Odie says there's a lot of work getting the signatures on the landowners. We got some pictures from Odie, and you're going to really appreciate the work that your club money goes into. But yeah, we'll get into this. So when did
the spy drones are just mapping out this year's trails?
Yeah, you guys have spy drones where you are. Yeah,
that's actually a good one. I love that.
Yeah. When did Life Brand start? How did it start, and why is it there?
We're actually going to celebrate our 10-year anniversary coming up in February. So it literally started as just a spur of the moment side project. between myself and my business partner, Dustin Grice, who is a pro BMX rider, decades of experience riding BMX, been all over the world, Nitro Circus, things of that nature. And he actually had owned a 13,000 square foot indoor BMX facility here in the Twin Cities that you could ride 24 hours a day. You'd get a pass card, ramps, foam pits, all that kind of stuff. So, the beginning kind of came. I took my son when he was young to do some BMX riding, met Dustin, and he actually was wearing a hat that he had made for himself that just basically had a ride with the Minnesota logo on it. And many of our items, for instance, have representative logos of locations or passions. I mean, for instance, I have a fish hat like yours. I have a Fish Canada hat here with the leaf in it. So we kind of assemble your passion with your location or your passion with, a logo based on your activity. And we had met. I loved his hat. I said, hey, we should sell these hats. And he's like, you think they'd sell? I just made one for myself because he's big into riding and loved Minnesota. And we just kind of went from there and started selling a few at a dealership I worked at. And then it just legitimately grew. We decided to do our first event was Red Bull Snow Boundaries, their original event that they did at ERX in Elk River, Minnesota. And people were very well received of the brand. They liked it. They liked what it stood for. And we just have slowly made progress from there. Just, again, we're all about people riding. I mean, we feel, I've been in motorsports for 30 years, and just the camaraderie, the community, the family that's involved, from snowmobiles to motocross to bicycles. Riding just allows people to go enjoy locations that you'd never go to, and just be a part of communities that love doing the same thing that you're doing. And, we do have other brands. We do fish, we do hunt, we do yoga. And as we were talking earlier, Gary, like, I've been involved now in doing yoga activities, which I never would thought I would do. And just experiencing people's passion about yoga or golfing or so many of these things that we take a word, we have a representative logo, and it's just very simple, but it's to us more the community that we build. And we try to put on events, or we do events or support events. We support women's riding clinics for snowmobiling and motocross and a lot of different things. So like I said, we just feel it's a very good outlet for people to enjoy riding, or any of the other passions. Like I said, we did a couple ice fishing shows with our fish brand over the weekend. And, these people are pumped to be out on the ice, dig a hole and catch fish. Like, it's exciting for a lot of people, and hearing their stories and all the memories they make, it's super cool. So that's kind of where the beginning came. And as we've just progressed, it's always been a side project. Like I said, I've been in motorsports. I worked for FXR. I worked for Dennis Kirk, place called Bob Cycle Supply in the cities. And my partner, Dustin, is a software developer, college professor, and a BMX rider. So we touch a lot of different bases with what we've done, and, come across tens of thousands of amazing people just over the last 10 years who've supported our brand. And like I said, just built a fun community of people that we just enjoy being around. So.
Oh yeah. And listen, I've got your signed waiver here, so you can do yoga on my show if you want to show us some moves. Yeah,
so. We'll start up the yoga sessions, and trust me, I'll be the first guy on there. If you're going to do it with me, Gary, I'll do it. So
no down. It says right in the fine print, though, no downward facing dog. All right. We don't want to turn people off totally.
Yeah. We don't want to lose podcasters. We want to make more.
Sure.
So.
We're going to say hello to everybody in the house, but there is a question here. Do you ever do anything up in Canada? Corey wants to know. Personally, I've never heard of this brand.
As of so far, I mean, we do have a Ride Canada page. I did have someone who was kind of overseeing our branding up there for a while, but since we haven't actually traveled much into Canada, our goal is to continue. We've sponsored a couple BMX teams. I have sent product up again to sponsor some clinics and things for people who've requested things online. I mean, we're open to donating to programs. If people are looking at that, or events, like I said, we just want to make things more fun and to support the industries, again, not only of riding, but fishing, etc. So along with what we do with that, we actually have a subsidiary of ourselves called My Brand, where we actually make custom apparel or corporate apparel for anyone, clubs, events, things like that. I mean, you can go to our website at lifebrand.co or ridebrand.com, and you can see everything that's available. And like I said, there's drop downs where for instance, if you wanted to make your own brand tonight, you and your son, you guys could put a logo on our website. There's a certain space, and you can actually produce a website for yourself within 10 to 15 minutes and start selling. So
right on. Yeah, that's what you were saying at the show. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we want to do more in Canada. Obviously, right now we're, trying to get everything more off the ground. But like I said, if people in Canada are watching this and they want to reach out to us about events or us supporting things, we love it. We're more than happy to. Please just go to our website. At the bottom, there's a donations portion. You can become an ambassador of the brand. We love that. You get discounts on product, credits, you know what I mean, to support the brand and just have fun with it. So.
Yeah, I was saying when you're at the shows, it's and same as Corey, where I did actually hear of Ride Brand before the event, but not sure what it was about. But heydays, you guys were a party. Like it was happening in your zone. Like I said, you had the spinning wheel and the cute girls, flaunting the swag. You were making some custom swag for heydays 2024 on the spot. It was you knew there was something going on there. It made it a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think engagement for us is huge. I mean, we want to talk to customers. We want them to come in the booth. We want to hear their stories, what they're riding, what they're doing, where they are. Again, that's the basis of our brand. I mean, yeah, we make apparel. It's fun, and people like our stuff. We customize apparel. You can go onto our webpage and you can customize your apparel with your name, your number, your own logos. I mean, we legitimately allow people to do whatever they want to express themselves and personalize their own stuff. You want a hoodie with your name on it or your number or your riding club, you can upload it right in and we can do those options for you. But, the events are fun and we like to make it engaging for people. I mean, this year at Heydays, we kind of did some fun promo packs where you got a hat, a t-shirt, and a decal for $20. And people are like, how are you selling this? And it's just fun. We want things to be affordable. As you and I talk, everything in this world keeps going up and up and up. And, it's fun to have someone come in with their family of kids and they can buy 5 t-shirts for $100 rather than go to another booth. And you can get one hoodie for $100. It allows people, like I said, we want families involved. We want people riding in the younger generations. Like I said, as we've gotten older, it seems like riding's more restrictive, like you're talking about in Ontario, and things like that. Like we want more spaces to ride, and we want all of these kids. Like my 2 children are now 17 or 18 and 19, and they've been riding since they were 2. So just having them be a part of that and the communities and the friends that we've built. Like I said, I want to see these younger generations now being able to ride their dirt bikes or bicycles or snowmobiles and recreating what I felt like I had back in the, late 70s, early 80s, where, all of my buddies had snowmobiles. Everybody had something to ride. So that's the goal of what we want to do.
That's pretty awesome. BK is a new name I don't recognize in the house. Welcome aboard there, BK. He says, what are some of the upcoming events that you'll be part of?
The list is endless, BK, to be honest. So we just got off of a little bit of a stint. Obviously, we did Heydays in September. We love to do events. I went and did the Novi Snow Show in Detroit, Michigan. My Michigan rep, Candace, met me out there. We had a great group of people, fantastic weekend in Novi for that show. We came back and just did, like I said, a couple ice fishing shows the last 2 weekends, one in St. Paul, one in Duluth. And looking forward, we have a list of events coming up for 25. We do a lot with snowcross down here in the States. So we're looking at obviously Canterbury, Elk River in Minnesota, Eagle River in Wisconsin. We have on the docket. We were talking maybe an event coinciding with the Detroit Supercross in Michigan. We're based in the upper Midwest, so we try to get up here and haven't branched out. And again, I've not seen if people in Canada are like, you should be at this event. I know my buddy Don lives up in Toronto, big motocross guy, snowmobile guy. I don't know if he listens to our podcast, but again, I try to have him keep out for eyes and ears. And if you guys are like, hey, you guys should be up here for this, we would love to engage in a Canadian event if it's something that somebody points out to us. I just haven't looked far enough into it. So
yeah, for sure. I can send you some contacts too, with snowcross and things like that up here that we can maybe get your brand a little bit more recognized as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we would absolutely love it.
Hats, shirts, hoodies, you mentioned. Are you getting into anything like riding gear as far as snowmobile jackets, things like that? Is this something on the horizon or in the works?
So yeah, up until now, we've primarily been a casual apparel company, lifestyle brand. Functioning product for riding is the one goal that I'm looking forward to. We, in all honesty, haven't really announced it yet, but we did put out some motocross and mountain bike apparel that is coming in. Jerseys, short sleeve, long sleeve jerseys, unbelievable gloves. We have a fantastic glove that we just got called our MVP glove. Cool. A thinner mesh glove, fantastic again for mountain biking or moto. Short sleeve jerseys, long sleeve jerseys. We are looking at a mountain bike pant and a moto pant coming up just after the first of the year to kind of complete the sets. We figured as far as where we were timeline wise, that spring is around the corner. Not to be funny to every snowmobiler on here, but when you're making products, it takes a little while for things to get produced. So we have looked at going forward in snowboarding and snowmobiling. Again, I worked for FXR for 6 years, wonderful company, great people, innovative, and respect them super highly. I mean, obviously, probably most people on here know Milt Reimer, great guy, innovator. It's crazy, but you learn a lot from these particular places. And I mean, those are things that we look forward to, would be providing apparel and gear that people will ride in. It's obviously competitive in the marketplace, and with things like that, but we feel that to be legitimate, we would want to move forward and start doing things. And again, our goal would be affordability. And we want more people riding and more people who can afford to ride. So again, it's not easy. And a lot of people are multi-sport. You got people snowmobiling and motocross and all these things, and these amounts add up. So, our goal would be to provide products that would be enticing for people financially to say, hey, we could outfit our kids. So, we'll see what becomes of it. That's on the horizon probably for next year if we get snow this year. A little nerve-wracking being the winter we had last year, and down here in the States, it hasn't been stellar to start the year so far, but, again, never say never on what we're going to do. So
that's awesome. That's good to know. Drew's just going to go through the chat. Yes. And welcome everybody that's in here. We had 57 in there at one point.
Lost some along the way.
Yeah, we lost some. Must have been the yoga comment.
Scared them.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, starting off the chat, we got LaPointe 800R. Hey guys, and good evening. Another Monday night. Looking forward to this show. Jacob Anderson says, I heart ride brand. Just fly low, the Motorsport channel. Blue Sabers says hello. That's a new name. We've not seen that one before. Joe.C422. Has everyone been missing out on the lives, but listening to Apple at work?
Joe Caracco.
Oh, you know that one?
Yeah, okay, for sure. He's a Uncle hard and fast original fan from.
Okay.
He's an OG.
Okay. Uncle Buck's in here. Ron Kestelut. Corey Brock is finally back after his hiatus. Must have been on vacation last week. Dustin Grice says, crush it, Bobby Ice.
You know what that means?
Yes. We're not allowed to give nicknames on this show, Dustin. Thank you.
Odious Ledin, truck guy already. We read a couple of his chats already. William McCleary, BK. We just pulled him up. Ron Kestelut. Who else? Greg Kelly. Tim Druin says, greetings, ladies from YYZ. All right.
Love it.
IJGU88 rode Dundalk to Owen Sound 4 times already. Did an amazing job of grooming. It felt like midwinter conditions.
Yeah, the pictures that we seen this weekend.
The rail trail 4 times, eh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Look who just come in the house today. Energy Power Sports walked in.
Sold 7 sleds today.
That's
He's
awesome.
selling all my sleds.
He said,
Jamie Nichols is in the chat. Who else? We are in the chat. Iron Moose says, good evening, boys. It's a good name. And then, Energy Power Sports sold 7 sleds.
That's awesome.
Today.
Bring on the snow.
LFG, boys.
Yeah, I think the rain is one of those things that is not going to hurt too much. If the Owen Sound area has 2 feet of snow or 2.5 feet of snow, and they're getting 5 millimeters of rain, I don't think it's going to hurt at all.
Because we're getting pounded in rain.
So that's cool. That's cool. As long as John Luke still has these 2 sleds, that's all we need, right there.
They didn't have to put you on display in the store. That's a little bit rude.
Yeah. my mannequin there. So. Yeah. But no, that's very cool. Well, it's nice to see that your brand Life is actually looking at other opportunities and growing and trying to keep ahead of the curve, so to speak, right?
Yeah, like I said, for us, it's the old cliche is that if you love what you do, you never really work in a day. And like I said, doing what we do, we love what we do. We love creating communities. Everybody who rides is fantastic. Any events that we go to, it's great to, like I said, to see people, hear their stories, and like I said, just continue to influence people to want to ride more. So,
yeah, for sure. No, there's a good chat going on. Galit says he had 500K on his sled already. He's been to the forest twice, so that's pretty cool. But listen, you want to get into some fan photos? We got quite a few photos you sent us in, and we'll get more. We'll hear more about the Life brand and your story.
We didn't run the advert. We forgot to run it right after Energies this time around.
We did.
No.
We ran Energy. We ran Quality Pieces, and now we're going to run.
Yeah, you didn't run Fast Track originally. I'm reminding you because you've been doing all 3 in a row at the start of these shows for some reason. We lose half our viewers.
This is where it goes.
We lose half our viewers because you put 4 minutes of ads at the start of every podcast now.
Yeah, you guys blame my yoga, and it's your ads that's losing people.
It could be. No, everybody loves our ads because it's great sponsors and great people,
of course,
and a great voice. You can't. You just doesn't come cheap. So we're going to run this. We're going to get right into to fan photos.
Fan photos are brought to you by Fast Track Snowmobile Traction. This season, quit sliding sideways on the ice and losing races to your buddies. A Fast Track stud kit will help you with improved braking and give you the arm-ripping acceleration you crave. I put over 3,000 clicks last season on my Renegade 850, and I'll tell you, these studs exceeded my expectations. Not one broken stud. My eye-to wheels still look like new, and they hooked up like I was on rails in the twisties, inspiring confidence every ride. Fast Track Top Gun kits are the highest rated stud kit at 4.9 stars with over 230 reviews. The studs are heat-treated stainless, so they are strong and they don't rust. The kit is lighter, easier on the track, and has a lifetime warranty against braking. Each kit comes with a track-specific template for complete balance with over double the scratch lines from stock templates. All listeners, when purchasing a stud kit, can get a free install kit, a $30 value. Visit fasttrack.co, add both products to the cart, and use the coupon code SNOW at the checkout. That's fasttrac.co.
All right, here we go. Look at that. That's how it works. That's how it's supposed to go when it's running smooth and
oh, there we go. Get your paper that you can't read out.
So
run out of ink over here.
Yeah. Brian Jacuzzi sent this in. He says he loves his super clips. You can get them at motojungle.ca. And yeah, that's pretty good. Those are the 1-inch model that clamps onto the 1-inch beams in your trailer. We have 1 7/16 and also for flat mount as well. So thanks for sending that picture in and saying how much you love the product. And yeah, they're working great. We love ours as well. There's his name. We got to hit that twice. So these are the pictures Odie, the sled and truck guy, sent in. And
the DT did more damage than I thought it did this summer, Odie.
He says this is a new trail. There's some pictures from Saturday's work party. This new trail will eliminate about 3 kilometers of road.
And
running.
that's you said that's trail 50 Odie, which I think I know what road you're talking about will eliminate, which would be amazing for those low snow years.
Yeah, but look at the work that's involved in putting in a new trail. Like it's pretty insane. And if you look at this, they're just going straight into the bush.
Especially doing it in the snow.
And away you go. So, but yeah. And there you go. That just shows you it's just barren land that they're digging through with by hand, chainsaw and shovels and just giving her. So thanks for your all your effort on your club and also getting in those MOUs and everything like that. So yeah, 50 off Rowanwood Road. Yeah, that was a horrible area. That's where my wife turned around last year because she refused to run the roads. Yeah, it was right there, Rowanwood Road. So she'll be happy. She'll be thanking you this winter for sure, Odie. So Jamie Nichols sent this in. This is a my
Scandic Expedition.
Yep, Sapola Expedition. And
815 and a 900 turbo.
Yeah. He says, here's the freight sleds. We still buoyed to skin the bottoms and wrap them up. The good news is if we die out there, we already have the caskets. So you can see in the back there, these are stainless steel toboggans that they haul their gear in for the Sapola Expedition. We're going to get this guy on the show in the new year to talk about his expedition. But yeah, it has a casket look to it.
That's awesome.
I guess they'd be kind of bear proof though, wouldn't they?
I would think.
You know, like the welds it looks like stainless steel. It's probably aluminum though, right? For lightweight. I'm going to assume this is aluminum.
Look at the welds. Yeah. That's aluminum.
Yeah. And this must be them out scouting some trails out. A little creepy, Mike says. Massart 850, Jacob, he says there's going to be a big pick coming next week, which will be the new year because we're going to be off for Christmas next week and the week after. So we're back January 6th with Len from Johnson from LJE Products. And he's going to talk us about sled LED signal lights and
the
ride lights
like
and
the
helmet
that stick on the people have been putting on their windshield and stuff. Cool.
And Santa Claus might be bringing me some, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, so he's done this is the ski boost he bought at Heydays. He got this for $200.
Well, not like this, but
it like needed a windshield, and he painted that top ring black. It was yellow, and the skis and the bar, it looks like he's cleaned up and painted. But I mean, for $200 US, that's a steal of a deal, right?
I forgot to send you the video. Oh my gosh, keep going. I'll add it in.
Yeah, we can add in the video after we get through all these. So, yeah. And then this is Wisco. I don't know exactly what
that's XLT. Oh wait, no, inboard.
This might be something to do with the big pick coming next week. I don't know.
That's inboard suspension. Yeah. That's like an Articat thing.
Well, no, the old Mox had
the old
like
Mox
that too.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. So he might be working on a.
Oh, I think so. I think it's a mock. I think it's a mock.
Yeah, but looks awesome, Jacob. Uncle Buck says that sled before was missing the pallbearers to rails to carry it. Mike Ashby from Ultimax Belt sent in this picture last week. He said it's me on the railbed of Fenelon Falls, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before. So got in a lot of early season riding already. Like you said, you can hear that the Galitz has already got 500K on. There's quite a few. I think Corey busted out 300K or more, 350, I think it was on the weekend. So they're doing good. We're at 200. What are we at? 100 and
we only did 150.
150?
I'm at 150. I'm at 153 because I did 3 kilometers in the yard.
Oh, you are too.
And you're at 0 actually. So
Roscoe's at 150 some odd. So so there we go. We got Mike Ashby, and then the next one is
that looks like
this is from Uncle Buck. And Uncle Buck says, "Hey Gary, I was helping Algonquin Snowmobile Club pack trails and remove fallen trees. We did 101B to the Oxton Shelter. You watch my last video, you'll recognize that place, but look at the snow.
That's amazing.
Isn't that insane?
Oh, and Jamie just confirmed it's aluminum.
It's aluminum. Yeah, it would be. The ground isn't frozen yet, and there's lots of water and mud holes. Mrs. Uncle Buck let me use her sled, which was in dire need of a bath afterwards. The group had lunch at the shelter, hot dogs and sausages over a campfire. All in all, a great day helping out the club. That would be awesome. There they are at the campfire there. And there's Mrs. Uncle Buck's sled. It does need to be cleaned. Man. Yeah, that
shield saver.
All Terrain TV says he wish he had more shelters in Wisconsin. That's really cool. That's one of the cool shelters. It's an open fire pit. And if you watch that video, you'll see I look up and you can see how it's got a raised center part. I love stopping there. There's always people hanging out to talk to. And once in a while you get a fire going. If you don't, Odie, the sled and truck guy, will start one for you. So that's pretty cool. But we went in that video that we did, I just put out there last weekend. We went the reverse way for the first time. Usually we go up through.
No, it's usually because we're coming for our cottage. So we just go and turn around. We've never actually had to go through because also typically the lake's open. So you don't have to go the long way to the shelter.
But when we left from Dorset, it's like right there. Like I couldn't believe how close it was, right? So, yeah, and look at the work they have to do to clear the trails. That's pretty crazy. Thanks again to all the volunteers that are out there slugging away on situations like you see here where it's just socked in and you're knee deep of snow and you're going through swamps and everything like that. So, yeah.
Here, hold on just one second.
How's your club action down in the U.S. there?
Snowmobile clubs here, in all honesty, quite strong. So our trail clubs, again, do a phenomenal job of maintaining, grooming. I legitimately, my house is about 50 feet. I don't know how to coordinate that into meters, guys. Sorry, but we're about 50 feet off the snowmobile trail from my house. And again, during the winter months, their grooming legitimately seems like nightly, if not every other night. So again, we have a very good trail structure throughout Minnesota, especially the northern part of the state. We're down by the Twin Cities. We have hundreds of miles of trails, and we're legitimately a suburb of the Twin Cities. So, I've been snowmobiling here in this area for at least 25 years, and it's never been poor. All we just need usually is the snow, but the trail maintenance and the club structure here has always remained strong. So.
Yeah, for sure. And I forgot Wisco Sled had sent me in some pictures too.
Put them on this computer.
Yeah. Oh, they'll be in a folder here if you go into the downloads. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like it's nice to see. We had some U.S. clubs on. We had 2 of them on a couple of years ago, and it's pretty amazing how much they actually have going on in the community down there that they're growing. It just continues to get. It sounds like a really good spot, and it continues to get better all the time.
Yeah, it does. Even like you and I were speaking of just, land and places to ride and things like that. But, I give a lot of credit to the people in these clubs who run our trail systems. They devote a lot of time, a lot of energy, and it takes a lot of funding and a lot of money to do that, and like I said, the involvement, if it wasn't for all of these people, there really would be nowhere to ride. Obviously there's no one else who wants to maintain it, but the county that I live in, the counties surrounding me are all phenomenal. Again, it's just maintenance and ensuring that we have places to ride. So, when they have raffles and things like that, that's why I say to snowmobile clubs, please feel free, reach out. We'd love to give donation packages. If it helps support your club, you can go right online to our website at ridebrand.com, scroll to the bottom and request a donation pack for your upcoming club. Banquet or event or something like that, just to continue to offer to support the people and the venues that do these things. So
right on. Yeah, I just want to send over some shots from Wisco. I apologize, buddy. Got to get you on here. You haven't sent much in, so we'll make this happen for you. But yeah, as we load those up, we'll get into your photos here, and away we go. It's probably showing all that garbage on the screen. It is. There we go. So these are Wiscos. If you want to make those full out,
you got to figure out where they start. You added someone.
Just those ones there. Yeah. Oh, you're going to put them right in there.
Yep.
Perfect. So Wisco says it's the first run of the season in the UP of Michigan. Trails were 10 out of 10. No complaints other than some whoops out of Shingleton. And he said, no complaints other than I might need to go sled shopping sooner than expected. Still under warranty, but the sled might need a transplant here soon. So he says, enjoy the sled porn.
And have good conditions up there, right?
Yeah, looks great.
And I have a bonus. I got this sent to me last night by Massart, and if you guys were at Lodge Sessions in 2023, he's Massart's now in the chat.
Yeah,
send me this video. I hope he doesn't mind I played
this.
But if you're at Lodge Sessions, you'll know what this is all about.
Payback is a bitch, Wisco. Wisco rear-ended Massart and busted the taillight of his new 850 Skidoo. So Massart said he was getting him back, and he finally did. Yeah. But yeah, so what do you actually ride for a sled? Like you're a power sports guy. We talked about dirt biking and stuff off the air, and what do you ride for a sled?
I mean, we actually own, my stepdad has a farm in western Wisconsin, so we do riding out there. Skidoo 850 adrenalines. We have a couple 600 Skidoos. The kids ride. I mean, we have some older sleds too at the house, some older Yamahas that we ride as far as snowmobiling, so that we can just jump on. The kids can jump on the trail right out of the driveway and go wherever they want from the house with friends, etc. So a variety of different things from new to old to whatever. I mean, I still enjoy riding the older snowmobiles, to be honest. You're looking at, Steph rides a ton. They call her in Minnesota the wedge queen. So she has a lot of Polaris wedge snowmobiles. She's south of the Twin Cities, but phenomenal supporter of the brand. But her and her husband, great people, put on tons of miles. They just had their first baby. But, like I said, it's fun to ride the older sleds. I grew up on Polaris's. My first sled was a 340 Rupp that someone gave me, and that was fun to ride, but it kept burning my thighs because the motor was between my legs. So, but yeah, just growing up on Indy trails and 650s and 400s throughout, like I said, those late 80s, early 90s sleds, 650 RXL, the first one that came out with, fuel injection. My mom actually bought a couple of those. It was crazy. So it's always fun to go ride old stuff too, along with riding the new stuff. So
very cool. Yeah, that's a nice triple in the picture there. Pretty awesome. Looks in good shape.
Yeah, she keeps her stuff pretty pristine. So
yeah. Where's she ride out of?
They're south of the cities. They do a lot of riding trails in Dakota County. Like I said, south of Minneapolis. They're probably about 40 minutes south of the Twin Cities, where I'm 20 minutes north. But there's a lot of great riding out through Dakota County, Scott County, south of the cities towards Rochester. You can grab a lot of trails. So they do a lot down there, doing ice runs, things like that. So they're very into the sport. This is Victoria's sled. She does all my ride Montana. I have people kind of in a lot of different states who take their own state. They support the brand in their own state. And we actually kind of give them their state as a turnkey business. So Victoria runs all of Ride Montana. She sells the product. She makes commission on everything that she sells. I mean, we have people all over who do this, and we just basically allow them to take the brand like a franchise for themselves, and they go to events and they ride. But she just picked this up last week with a custom wrap. And, she's out in the Bozeman area, phenomenal backcountry rider. She's only been doing it a few years, but she's been killing it. So it's fun to watch people get into the sport and really just enjoy it. Again, getting into the community in Montana. She's from here, and, great people and a lot of people supporting her out there. So. Yeah.
And that's a good, I don't know if you guys can see it on the wrap, but that's the Ride Montana logo there. So you've got the state of Montana in the symbol. So it's pretty cool. Like where this one has the Canada flag in there, the other ones have the states, and it's a really clever idea, man. Marketing brand.
That's a sick.
Yeah, and we do a lot with these different groups as well. So I mean, RSI and Straight Line, Jason Houle, fantastic friend. We played some beach volleyball together for a while, but he supports our brand, and we do all of his apparel for his businesses. And again, just a great family of power sports people. Sled Girls, she's fantastic. We're not here to compete. We're here to have more people just continue to get into this and build their businesses, and we're happy helping them build it alongside. So.
Yeah, Jason's been on this show as well. He's a great guy.
Oh yeah, fantastic guy. Lives probably 10 miles from me as the crow flies. So. Yeah,
sweet. And this is another event that you do is the racing. This is looks like timber sleds.
Yeah. So, that was out at ERX. Again, we love the snowcross circuit. So we do quite a few events, usually 2 to 4 a year, attending them. We were in Duluth last year, again, ERX, Canterbury. This year we want to go do Eagle River, get out into Wisconsin, maybe Deadwood. So again, our brand is very, very well received by all of the snowcross riders. We love to support it. Very family orientated people around snowcross, lots of kids, lots of women riding. It's great to see everybody out doing it. So we love to be at the snowcross events.
Right on. Do you have tents set up and that kind of thing? Is that, or are you just participating in them?
Yeah, we do actually set up at events. Canterbury is an indoor, so we set up inside. If we're outdoors, we do have a 35-foot trailer. We do custom printing out of there. So we support our brands that work with us at these events. Again, we do custom apparel for athletes and businesses. So Skogquist Racing, Allen's phenomenal. So we do all of their apparel for their team. And we're at the events. We actually will make the apparel on site if someone requests it. Adam Peterson, Riley Bester, great guys at LaValle. We do their apparel on site. Hemmer Motorsports, wonderful family. We do their apparel on site as well. So, and people can team up with us. We have quite a few different amateur riders. And again, they can go on our site, put in their own logo, make their own products. And within 10 minutes, they can order products to bring to a race. Or if we're on site, we can also do them while they're there. So they're not worrying about trying to sell things while they're trying to race things. We just do that as an apparel support on site for those people who work with our brand.
Right on.
That's a picture. That was my son. We went out doing some snow biking out in Vail Pass out in Colorado. So we went out there with some great friends at BWP Motorsports, Hunter and Abigail Schlepper out in Vail. Awesome people. If anybody's ever out that way, look those guys up. They got a great dealership, great service department. So we love supporting those guys. And every time we go out, they take us out to shred out in the mountains. So.
Right on. Yeah, Mike Michella from Ultimax says Eagle River during the World Champion Snowmobile Derby is a must.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree, Mike. I just spoke to a young lady at Novi, and I believe her family. I've been out to Eagle River for the Derby quite a few times as a spectator, but we've never been out as a vendor or a brand. And this year, I think we have to change that. So I look forward to being on site and getting back out there and watching the event and being part of it. So,
yeah, absolutely. That's the thing I noticed at Heydays. I thought it was really clever that you're making stuff on site, just because you don't have to worry about, having leftovers,
Correct.
You have all those extra blanks that you can move to the next event and, change the branding up for it. So it's better than getting stuck with, all your extra small sizes or your 3XL or 4XL sizes and being sold out of larges.
Yeah. After years of working in retail, I've learned that you don't want to end up with all those sizes. So, and it works great. We have all these blanks. And again, if someone comes up and wants an Adam Peterson hoodie, we have the hoodie, we make it on site. They get exactly what they want. They want a, Skogquist Racing jacket. We have them on site. We make it there. And then those people don't have to worry about overages. They're trying to run a race team. They're not worried. They don't want to have thousands of pieces of apparel left over at the end of the year. So, it's efficient and everybody gets what they want. The consumer's happy. And it's fun. It's fun for people to come up and, we have hundreds of logos and logo colors. You can choose your logos from tie-dye to holographic, leopard skin, whatever. And people love to come up and choose their own style, and we make it on site, and it's kind of fun for them. It's not just grabbing something off a rack, buying it and walking away. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mike was asking about jerseys, and this is an example of some jerseys that you've done.
Yeah, that's actually one of our amateur riders. So he's actually wearing, I think, an FXR RRX jacket. They just would run our logos on that. But again, we do have moto jerseys and mountain bike jerseys available now, and gloves. We're looking at doing products for our snowcross contingent. Probably would not be until fall of next year. So to answer Mike's question, yeah, it's definitely in the foreseeable future, especially again to accommodate the people who are, fans, and we want to make things affordable for them to be able to go out and race. It's not a cheap sport. None of this stuff is cheap as we talk. So,
no, that's right. That's right.
That was a picture from our first event at the Red Bull Snow Boundaries in 2015. Our first booth space, we laughed. It was a 45-degree day, and we were in the middle of a lake in the parking lot, which formed a lake in the parking lot. And we had lines of people at our booth standing in the middle of the water, and we laughed to this day. But that was before the event, and it was like not a ripple in this puddle. So it was one of the. I know.
I was wondering. I wanted you to explain what happened there, but that's actually a puddle that your booth was in.
Yeah, we were in the vendor area, and it formed a puddle literally in front of our booth, probably 3-4 inches deep. And like I said, people were standing there buying stuff. It was the first event we ever did. It was great. And, we've done a lot of different Red Bull activations. They're wonderful partners over the years. Crashed Ice, Snow Boundaries, Scrub Limbo, lots of different things that we've been associated. And again, a great brand who's always supported us. So,
yeah, you could have had mud wrestling in there. You got any white t-shirts,
We're gonna get more people following the chat now, Gary. You know that, right?
That's right. Yeah, stay tuned for those photos coming up. Oh, and then it follows with this one. So of course.
Yeah, so that's actually my daughter, but just
yeah, that was a rough one. I was about to say that's gonna be his daughter. Or something. I thought that right away. My daughter, cousin, sister, it's gonna be something.
I wouldn't think it was your daughter. Like it wasn't your looks here,
Oh wow. This is a good podcast to be on. I love it. But no, just showing off. We do full embroidered hats for every single state in the U.S. We do 30 different color or 30 different countries of embroidered hats. And then again, activity logos. So ride with a snowmobile. We have ones with motocross bikes, mountain bikes. So if you just like to ride with your passion, you can choose product like that. Or again, we have your location. So Canada, we do a maple leaf to represent Canada. So, and all of our products are pretty cool for Canada. It's my favorite with the red leaf in the middle. So
it's awesome. I love it. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's how do you deal with shipping to Canada? Is it, do you have any issues with shipping? Do you do a flat rate shipping fees or how is that all calculated?
To be honest, we just kind of adjusted all of our shipping stuff. I mean, normally we go through the postal service, and unfortunately with the postal issue in Canada, it's been difficult to even ship out of the US to Canada. We have offered different options. I mean, UPS, et cetera, to get to Canada. But I think a lot of people for the holiday season were a little leery with everything going on. But again, we've shipped to Canada since day one. So yeah. It's just hopefully, like you said, your postal situation turns around, but our site is still active and we do offer UPS, but I know it's not the least expensive option. As far as how we price it, we just basically kind of run and give the consumer what our price is. So we don't gouge people. We don't overcharge. We just try to get it to them at a cost-effective manner. And try to keep our prices low on shipping and on the products. We just went through a whole price restructuring to make our products more affordable to people, so that people can get what they want. I don't validly think, no offense, a hoodie is worth $90, and to have people come in and charge them $90, we charge less. We want people to be able to afford our products, not only just for themselves, but for their whole family, and to walk out thinking, wow, we got a really good deal. So we do hoodie promo packs online. You can get a hooded sweatshirt with one of our patch hats and a window decal for your car for $29.99 US. So
that's great.
A lot of people are like, I can't believe it. T-shirts, we do a t-shirt pack with a t-shirt, a patched hat with your logo, and a sticker for $20. So again, we just want people to enjoy what they're doing and be able to represent what they love doing. So
yeah. And the quality is really good, especially with this hat. Like, I love it. It's a great fit. It's durable, and away you go.
Thank you.
I think this is a video.
Yeah, this was if we can click. Yeah, so that's one of our ambassadors, Racer Frank, with the Wings for Life sled in the video. We are proud to support Wings for Life. Racer actually experienced a traumatic spinal injury a few years ago riding moto. Has always been a snowcross racer. His dad still races, vet, 30 plus in snowcross, Ryan. Wonderful family. I mean, just a great family. And they've gone out of their way to work with this Wings for Life Foundation and support spinal research. And they've always supported our brand. They wear our hats and stuff. And, we just love to do stuff for them. We make apparel for them again. Portions of the proceeds go to Wings for Life, and we want to give all the support to them that we can. So again, great family. They support us, and we love to support them. And everybody out there, I mean, go to at Wings for Life Foundation and learn more about them. We do everything we can with snowcross and them to support these. And they support not only snowcross racers, but anybody with spinal injuries, motocross, etc. So,
oh, for sure. If Galit's ordered on the Motorsport channel 50 shirts and 50 toques with his logo, how long would it take to make?
For corporate things like that, the easiest thing we can do is grab your logo. We make you a page with your logo. Normal turnaround, Canadian shipping may be my only thing. But for us to turn those projects around is usually 7 to 10 business days at a maximum. We strive to do them as rapidly as possible. Sometimes within 48 to 72 hours, we can get a project done of something like that. But we try to give ourselves a little bit of lead time of 7 to 10 business days for those projects to turn around and be shipped out to you.
And that's reasonable. Totally. The gentleman that rides a snowcross sled, do they have their own classification for that, or does he race against able-bodied racers?
So Racer actually doesn't race snowcross anymore. They actually put together, his father does, Ryan, who supports him, is still racing snowcross, but they do a wonderful thing where Racer actually, he and Blair Morgan go out and they race against each other on their sled. So again, they outfit his sled with like a roll cage and stuff in case it tips. But yeah, he and Blair will go out, and I cannot recall if it is at Canterbury again. But he'll get on the track, but Racer still goes out and races on snowcross or rides on snowcross tracks, but not competitively. So, but it's fun to see. It's fun to see him and Blair go out and just dice a little bit. And again, promote the foundation and anything that we can do to help spinal research.
That would be cool to see. Like, we've had Blair on the show, and I've seen a lot of photos of his sled and stuff and videos of him riding it. It'd be neat to see him go toe to toe like this, and just for fun more than anything else. But it's nice to see, especially for those guys where the fire is still alive,
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think we ever lose the fire. No matter how old we get, we all still do. So Kyle in the picture here, he's a great friend of ours. He's been a brand supporter since day one. Grass drags, ice drags, travels the entire circuit. And again, always been a proud supporter of our brand. So we have great people who surround us. And again, like you came to our booth, where we're at events, we love to support them and go out of our way to do what we can to support our riders and athletes.
Oh, for sure. That's a nice jersey this guy's got on as well. Or is that a jacket again?
That's one of, since I worked for FXR, I had a lot of people who were FXR orientated. So that is still an FXR piece. Again, they make wonderful products. They're innovative beyond belief. So not to downplay our own aspirations, but we do things well because of the people we've learned from. And again, you learned a lot from the people at FXR and a very dialed company.
Yeah, that experience must help you for sure at Life Brand,
Absolutely. Sled of one of just amateur snowcross rider who sent me in a picture of their sled, with our logo on it. And again, love having anybody can be an ambassador to our brand. I don't choose sponsorships. You can go right on our website, sign up to be an ambassador. You get a free ambassador package. We welcome you in. Again, you get discounts, you can earn commissions, and just be part of who we are. We love photos. We love to promote the people riding. It doesn't have to have our pictures or our logos on it. But yeah, anybody who listens to the show, please feel free to jump on the website. We're doing a $500 holiday giveaway for gift cards. You can sign up for that on our website. Win a chance to win a $500 gift card for the holidays. And we love to do that. We love promotion. We love the spin to win wheel. We like giving away swag. It's fun. It's fun to see people wearing your stuff. So
and that's lifebrand.co for everybody. Lifebrand.co.
Yep.
.co.
Yep.
Very cool. Yeah, and I talked to her. I talked to her at the show, the one on the right, my right.
Correct, and that would be my Michigan Mafia contingent. So
is that right? She was fun. We had a riot.
Yeah, Candace is phenomenal. Mary on the left, both out of they both live in the Detroit, Michigan area. But Candace is our Ride Michigan branded rep, so she takes care of all of Michigan and the UP. So snowmobile groups, clubs, businesses, anyone who would like any assistance from Ride Michigan. You can jump on the Ride Michigan Instagram page, which is just at Ride MI, and shoot her a DM. If you're looking for a club donation, if you're interested in apparel or being a dealer of the products or being an ambassador, all of these people are accessible through their Instagram pages, and we have one for every state. And again, we have a Ride Canada. I monitor that one. So if people want to hit me up, you're more than welcome to shoot me a message with any questions. We'd love to help you guys out. So
that's wicked. Now, is that the yoga wear that they're wearing? Like, do you print, ladies' clothing like that?
We do. We have an entire active wear section, for people who, a lot of people go to the gym. Everybody wants to stay in shape and work out. So, we offer, gym apparel, tank tops, sports bras, leggings, anything that people would want to wear while they're working out as well. So it represents the brand. And again, you can choose your logos. So the sports bras that they're wearing, they have our Ride Snowmobile logo. You could choose Yoga Canada and have that on your sports bra. You could choose fishing, whatever you'd like. So you customize your piece to your passion, your location, or your activity. And all of our pieces are available to do that with. So you kind of just choose to represent what you do.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, and this is the one. This is a shirt you're printing at Heydays with 2024 on them. And like I said, you're running them on the site with your heat press and made to order. You pick the color, you pick the color of the print, you color the shirt and the size, and it's hot off the press, so to speak.
Yeah, we had fun with those. That's our goggle one. We had an I Love Ditch Bangin' logo. People really liked, and kind of a vintage sled Heydays logo. So it's fun to cover everybody and give everybody something fun to wear. So
yeah, I think your goal was accomplished there for sure.
Some of our amateur snowcross riders, they just started the season here in the States last weekend, up in northern Minnesota. So getting them out. These are they actually wanted to ride in our moto jerseys. So they have their snowmobile jackets on underneath.
Right on.
Dad wanted the girls in the pink jerseys. So these are our moto jerseys that we customize names and numbers. So they were on the line. He wanted to be able to see them. So he's a great supporter, Josh, up in northern Minnesota. So
yeah. All Terrain TV says that's cool. I don't know of any other brand like this. I could design things all day.
Yeah, we would love to have you design things all day, to be honest. That's great. If you actually go to our website, lifebrand.co, there's a portion at the top that says print with our brand. You can go down and hit a create your own store option within that. You put in your name, your logo, you upload your logo, and you can start your own web page that's free and start selling stuff. You can put up to 15 logos in your own page. You guys could take it with your own show And we don't charge you to do it. You can have up to 20 items on your page for free and put in your logos and just start selling on your Instagram page for any club, any purpose. If you think, oh, this is great. Yeah. So, and it doesn't even have to be bound to action sports or power sports. I have restaurants. We have a lot of people who do this, and it's just a cost-effective way. So you don't have to go out and buy 500 t-shirts. You can put up 15 logos with t-shirts, never have to make one. And if they sell, they sell. If they don't, they don't. And you're not out a single dime. The page runs for free. So.
Yeah. So Mike says, how does it work? Do the orders go directly to you and you ship them out, or do I got to order them from you and ship them out?
So if you're doing your own option like that, we actually produce the product. We ship the product directly to the consumer. And we basically just do like a profit sharing option. So if you went through a custom ink, you're making like $2 on a particular t-shirt. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's not a lot. We actually just give you a 50% profit share option when you make your products. So if a t-shirt is $20 at retail and the t-shirt costs, let's just say $5, there's $15 of profit left over. You get $7.50, we get $7.50. We make the product, we ship it to the consumer. You never touch it. We take care of all of it.
But how does your brand make any money? I guess you got volume. You guys work on profit margins that are small, but the best part is you're getting more volume because, I'm sitting over here. So we were just, because I've just been kind of thinking about this, how I wanted to kind of say this, but I'm just going to go out and say I don't really care about treading lightly. You said earlier, $29.99 was your sweatshirt bundle.
Correct.
That had the hat as well.
Correct.
Yeah. So I just bought one t-shirt from C-Boys TV. It was $35 US plus an extra $13 for shipping.
Yeah. Well, we should call Evan and get him on the show and talk about his pricing.
That's right. Yeah, but they're making money. They're getting the $5 t-shirt. They're just selling it for $35.
Right. I mean,
that's why they have a Lamborghini and I don't.
Yeah.
Right. I agree. But I mean, when you have a product like the C-Boys, I mean, again, you take advantage, and I'm not saying what they're doing is wrong, but when we want to help businesses grow, especially people who have an idea and they want to innovate. And truthfully, again, it's hard. You don't want to go buy. In order to sell a t-shirt and actually make any money, you got to buy 50, 100 shirts. You don't know if you're going to sell them. Where are you going to sell them to? You need your own website. You need all these things that are costly. And we figure if we provide you the site with 20 items and you sell your products, I mean, we're not out anything. If you don't ever sell anything, it doesn't really cost us anything. So, I mean, how do we make any money? I don't know. We make it through volume, but also we love to see other people succeed as well as ourselves. So it's an alternative for people instead of trying to accumulate all these different things to try to sell a brand. You could go test a brand. We could come up with 5 brands this week and try 5 different brands, and maybe one of them goes and 4 of them don't, and we stick with the one that goes.
So what do you do about, because I'm just on the tool right now on literally on your website on my phone. It just says like select PNG for upload. What do you do about like copyright if someone throws like a Red Bull logo? Do you guys actually check that this stuff's okay, or do you just, are you guys kind of like, yeah, because it's not really you selling it or uploading it, so is it kind of like a gray area and you're just hoping no one's going to tread on you, or what's the deal with that? I'm just curious.
I mean, to be honest, since I have worked for people like FXR, et cetera, and seen the Temus of the world come about, and no offense, steal people's copyrights and trademarks. We actually do monitor every single page that comes in. So it comes into a portion of our software that shows a new store has been created. We look through that store to ensure, no offense to everybody out there, we don't do things that are like vulgar and improper. So if you want to come through that route, we don't usually prefer to print things of that nature. Or if you are infringing on someone's copyrights, we will just reach out to you and say, unfortunately, this is a copyrighted brand. We won't put Fox and Red Bull and stuff like that up and allow that. So yeah, to answer your question, we do police that so that we are on the up and up. We want people with innovative ideas, new ideas that they want to try out for themselves and try to make a run at a business of their own without having to have a lot of cost involved in it.
That's awesome. Okay, good.
So your printing methods, is it HTV vinyl, like heat transfer vinyl? Do you do direct to garment as well and screen printing?
We do all of it, to be honest. We do vinyl. We do have the capability of doing direct to garment. We have a screen print option. We can do embroidery. We can do laser engraving. It's up to what you would prefer. And if you don't see something that you would like to do, you just simply reach out to our support staff. We have great people in-house. These guys are dialed, and they will assist you in getting you a quote of your product, and going forward with how you would do that. So,
yeah, right on.
Awesome. It's a really cool tool. I was just looking through it there.
Thank you.
It's really cool you guys do that. That's an awesome little program you run.
I think it makes it simple for people that don't have the knowledge or the ability to know where to go for things like this, right?
Correct, absolutely. And if you want to create your own page, but you don't know how to use the tool, it's as simple as just, again, messaging us. You can jump on our Instagram, you can email us, and we'll assist you in creating your store. I mean, I created 10 stores this weekend for people at an ice fishing show. Some were businesses, some were just simple customers who loved the idea. And
right on.
Just making sure that you get your image in there so that it's clean and proper, taking out backgrounds, things. We're happy to assist you in getting your page up and running. So, and even we do logo design. So if someone wants to contract us, we will assist in building logos if you would like that for your brand. I mean, we build websites. We can assist you in building a website of your own if you would like, for companies and businesses. We kind of do a lot of different things.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, Joe Caraco, he's looking at your gear right now. He's sick of riding it. He's looking for a crew neck t-shirt. He's sick of riding in a hoodie. So that's the thing. I ride in a crew neck as well for that very reason. So, and this was the ditch banging one from Heydays, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, we had fun with it. We wanted to go, people down here love ditch bagging. I mean, I'm sure they do in Canada too. So it was just something and a term that I like to use. And it kind of, with no offense, the Confederate flag was a little rebel-y that people like to do. So, it went over really well with the Heydays crowd. No offending anybody. It was just fun to do. So,
yeah, that's the best part about Heydays. I don't think you can offend anybody, can you?
I don't know. Some of my employees might have, and I won't name those two girls, but otherwise everything went pretty good.
Well, I don't think if you get offended by anything those two girls would have said to you, I think you shouldn't have been at Heydays. You wouldn't have made it through the swaps in one piece, would they?
Probably not, Gary. Probably
you would have made it in the door. Remember the Donald Trump dummy that was sitting right at the entrance?
Yeah, exactly.
That you took a picture with and stuff like that, dude.
It's just crazy. I think if I had a little child with me at Heydays, I would have had to shield their eyes for a lot of it.
Oh, gracious. You're absolutely right. Right.
Yeah, for sure. No, that's pretty cool. And like you said, you're always innovating and things like that. And what's the next show that you're going to be at?
With the holidays, like I said, we just ended with the ice fishing show in Duluth, Minnesota. Like I said, finishing up for the Christmas week this week. Next week, we're just going to take the week after off. I think I'm going to actually head out to possibly Montana, either do a little skiing and snowmobiling for a few days. And then we come right back to it with Canterbury Snowcross, I think, is our next event that we have on the docket. Looking, like I said, at that, the Snowcross in Eagle River in March, ERX. We have a few different events in February, the Minnesota Golf Show. We have a golf brand that will do the golf show. Duluth has a sport fishing show that we're going to do. And yeah, an event, I think, for the Detroit Supercross, and then maybe even the Daytona Supercross. So we put a lot of things on the docket. We also do a BMX show that we run nationally in coordination too, sometimes with the ATV Big Air Tour. So we are proud supporters of those guys. So we do BMX shows all over the country here. We have one in New Jersey. We did one at the Mall of America in the Rotunda a couple months ago, which was fantastic. 3 days of being BMX ramp shows. We just got slated to go out to New Jersey to their large mall out there to do one in May. So again, we keep busy with events, supporting all of these different brands. And it's great.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Oh man, Detroit Supercross is the weekend that we're in Sudbury for riding. I was going to check because I go to school in Windsor. I go to university in Windsor.
Yeah, right across the river.
Yeah, that's our lodge sessions weekend. So
I missed Detroit Supercross the past 2 years because of that too, because it's always that weekend.
Yeah, they used to have it in Toronto, but they've canceled the Supercross.
They don't come north of the border. It's too expensive.
No, too hard for teams and getting them back and forth. They were running into issues with passports and all that stuff going back and forth.
They do criminal records was the 1 year.
Yeah, I know that.
They do World Supercross in Vancouver now, but that's it. They don't do just like the Monster Energy National Supercross anymore.
Right.
In Canada. It's kind of a shame, but yeah, the criminal record thing.
Yeah.
Poor James Stewart.
Yeah.
Oh, gracious.
Yeah, the Pointsky 800 says, sounds like you have quite an exciting life.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, honestly, it's fun. That's why I said, I mean, it's never work. It's never work. Being out with people and enjoying, I mean, even though we're working at an ice fishing show for 12 hours, talking to great people, having fun, being at events, seeing, lots of great stuff. It is exciting. So, and like I said, I've had my kids working since they were 12. So they've done events with me for 7 years and they enjoy it and they still go out and do it. They work within the brand. My son works doing content creation and videography for the brand. My daughter does a lot of back-end logo work and things like that for us. I have fantastic in-house employees, great graphic designers. So yeah, I mean, everybody really, really enjoys it. So once you enjoy where you work, it's hard to want to leave that. So
for sure. How many people work for Life Brand?
So our in-house, we're headquartered here in the cities in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota. So we have 7 people who work within our office contingent here. Again, I have ambassadors who legitimately run states around the country. Currently, I think we have 16 or 17 people who work remotely in their own state, running their brand and coordinating their brand from New York to Florida, Wisconsin, Michigan, Montana, Arkansas. So, we find people who enjoy it and give them the offer and they take their own, we give them their Instagram page and they go on and they run their own pages. They decide what products are on their pages. So if you go to our page and you go to Ride Texas, Jason, who runs our Ride Texas page, determines all his products, what he wants for Texas, what logos he wants to use. And like I said, it's a little turnkey business. So we have a lot of people who are integrated into the brand all around.
Yeah, for sure. And then Mike's
all jazzed up about this brand idea.
That's right. So
I kind of am too.
I think I know the answer to this.
Just go hit new comments. Come on.
Where's new comments?
Oh my gosh, it's gone now. There you go.
So if he creates a brand, he's in Canada with his logo and you sell it in the States as an option on your website.
So what if I create a brand with my logo? Will you sell it in the States? Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. You ship it anywhere the orders come in, right?
Yeah, we ship worldwide. I mean, we do Ride Russia, Ride Australia, Ride UK. You were asking me earlier about photos of people that, celebrities and things. And, we've had an interesting run that we ended up in 2017 on The Walking Dead television show. Norman Reedus, who played Daryl Dixon, actually was given one of our hats at a fan convention in Texas by a woman. And he thought that she had made the hat for him, but she had actually purchased it from us. And I woke up one morning and we were on the front of Us magazine with him wearing our hat and had no idea where it had originated from. So, we found a great relationship with the cast of The Walking Dead. We were doing Walking Dead conventions. And people loved our brand. All of the cast members would wear our stuff at these conventions. And it was just a fun sidebar to what we were doing. And he ended up starting a motorcycle show called Ride with Norman Reedus, which he would wear our apparel on, where he would take celebrity people around to different motorcycling places around the world. But yeah, we've had our stuff on The Bachelor down in Australia. We were on The Bachelor down there, Jersey Shore, a variety of people. Just our stuff will show up funny places and we'll get photos of it. And we have no idea how in the world it ever got there, but it does. So
that's very cool. Yeah. Mike was saying better question is if you put on your website to sell for everybody, I think he's meaning, would he not make money on it? I think if it's his store, it's his money, right?
Mike, it is your store. Yes. Yeah. It does not get placed on the Life brand on our main page. It is legitimately your website, your store, and you promote it. We do have a back end page in our My Brand where we do list our supporters. And I do have a My Brand Instagram page where I do promote the people who use our brand to give them visibility to their brand. So yeah, I mean, all we simply do is just do the profit sharing option and we ship it. And then again, we just split the profit of what that item is. And then that's all transparent. You get a dashboard that shows every order, every item, how much you make. There's nothing hidden. And you can calculate everything. And there's just a simple payout option. You just click transfer to my bank account and pay yourself out, or you can use your monetary income as store credit. And you can use it to buy other products. So say, hey, I have an event coming up. I want to buy 100 t-shirts. If you have $200 sitting in your account for your page, you can just use it to buy those t-shirts at a bulk discount, make more margin, and take them to your event and make more money. So like I said, it's an advantageous plan for people who want to try to build a business without really having to go through all this process of get a website, do all this. All you need is your social media and your networking, promote your brand. And like I said, just sell stuff. And if you never sell anything, you're not really out anything but just your time. So.
Oh, absolutely. All Terrain TV says the options are endless, man.
Yeah, it truly is. It's endless. Like I said, we have a lot of different people. We did it a lot because of Dustin being an athlete, and we have a lot of people who are athletes and they want to, hey, I'd love a t-shirt for me to sell, or I'd love something. Again, they don't want to ship it. They don't want to have to order 100, so they promote their brand. Some of our snowcross racers have an iPad at their trailer. So when fans come around, you can go to their iPad and order an item. It's done. We take care of it. We ship it to their house. And then the athlete never deals with it. They're not shipping products on the week during the week when they should be training. But again, we do restaurants, small businesses, anybody, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be involved in anything. You could be sitting on your couch right now, listening to a podcast and say, I have the coolest idea for a logo, and you have your logo and you upload it and you start your own business legitimately within 15 minutes. You can be up and selling stuff.
That's wicked. And talk to me about where people find you on social media. What is your handles?
Well, to be honest, when we started this, I thought it was really cool to allow a handle for every single state and country. And that was really a little robust of an idea. But our main one is @RideBrand, since that is what we started out as. You can get a hold of us @RideBrand. All of our other mainline contingents are like @FishBrandHQ, at Ride MN for @Ride Minnesota. I think @Ride.Canada is our Canadian. And then every single state legitimately has their own. But I look over Ride Brand and Ride MN. So if anybody out there wants to hit me up with any questions, just go to @Ride Brand on Instagram, and just feel free to DM me and I can help you with anything. Our My Brand actual page is @MyBrandPlatform. If someone wants to message me there, you're welcome to as well. But just hit me up wherever you want, and I'm happy to answer questions or walk anybody through the process if they want to build their own page or have any questions on our products. Yeah,
very cool. Very cool. No, I appreciate your time tonight. And I think everybody in the chat learned a lot and learned a lot about the Life brand. And thank you for sharing all your photos as well.
Oh, thank you guys. Honestly, I love the invite. I appreciate you guys stopping by the booth at Heydays. If you guys are at the Detroit Supercross, hit me up. I'm sure we can bop over to Windsor for a little bit. So,
oh yeah, no, that would be maybe one year we'll get there, but if they keep having it that same weekend, we won't.
Right.
That's my lodge session.
That's a Canadian long weekend.
Oh,
That's
It
Family
is.
Day weekend.
Family
I
Day
worked-
weekend.
I worked for a Canadian company at FXR, and I thought every weekend seemed like a long weekend in Canada. So
Yeah, it seems to be getting that way. We love not working up here, that's for sure.
oh no, it's awesome. Thanks to all your podcast followers and the invite. I honestly, truly appreciate it. It was great.
No, I knew we'd have a good time, and I'll talk to you about the lodge sessions, because maybe we can get you to throw up a prize pack or something. We do a big poker run that weekend, so I'll shoot you the details and see what you think. And if anyone else is out there, I'm going to be sending out emails this week on lodge sessions just to make sure that we're tightening all the rooms down that we need.
Sounds like the trails are actually going to be open there. So
and very exciting news with the trail announcements today, and away we go. Just Fly Low says, very cool company. I agree. It's Motorsport Channel says it's good to know some good opportunities, he thinks. And yeah, so it's hopefully you got some business out of this one, and we'll look forward to seeing it at all these events.
No, thank you guys for all the great feedback, the great comments. And like I said, if anybody out there, you have some thought in your head and you want to try to build your own brand, like I said, hit us up. We would love to help you out, support you, and have more people flourish. So thank you guys for everything. I appreciate it.
I love that. Thank you, Robert.
Take care, man.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you guys. Have a great holiday.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks, Bob.
It's a journey.